Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Haston here looking at this week's property market. Now this week, the RBA is back in the spotlight. Looking at the board meeting minutes from April, it would suggest that the decision to leave the cash rate on hold in the month was very much a line ball call, and potentially the likelihood of lifting the cash rate again in May, as they say, is very much a live conversation. As we all know, the performance of the RBA over the last several years has come under a great deal of scrutiny, and potentially now we are looking at change is looming following a 294-page independent report which has been handed over to the government, offering up some suggestions about how to improve the performance of the RBA. And within the article, there's some very important points here. The first one, which I picked up on, would be the devolving power of the current governor and handing more responsibility to other directors in the RBA around major monetary decisions. Also, there should be better public discourse and conversation around monetary policy, which could come in the form of press conferences or major speeches following big RBA meetings. And then finally, breaking down the bank's hierarchical nature and allowing for more contestable debate around major monetary policy. So as we all know, something definitely needs to change, and this looks like a step in the right direction. Also, last week we saw the auction clearance rate tick up a little bit, came in just under 56%, which is good according to SQM research. But here's something very interesting. Last week, Daniel Patterson and Chad Egan from our Drummoyne office sold the highest price auction sale in the entire country last week, and happened right here in Drummoyne at 3 The Esplanade for this magnificent 5-bedroom luxury home. What a beautiful property, attracted in a great audience throughout the campaign, saw spirited bidding on Saturday, and it sold under the hammer for $7,050,000. So well done to Dan and Chad on that one. And then finally this week we caught up with the head of research and data at REA, Cameron Cusher. Very insightful meeting, as you can imagine, as the country's biggest portal. They've got some very interesting data, but here's some interesting slides I wanted to share with you today, showing the current mortgage and serviceability rates for both owner-occupiers and investors. You can see here with investors, they are creeping towards a serviceability rate nearing 9%, and it will certainly tick in that direction if we do get a cash rate increase in May. Also, we can see here New South Wales unemployment doing very well, sitting at 3.3%, again, potentially paving the way for another cash rate increase in May. And we can also see that net migration coming into New South Wales is surging forward. And one thing that we've been talking about a lot here is the number of listings on the market. You can see, according to REA data, down by 22.6%. And also the big one, which has been the discounting of properties, has been very significant over the last 12 months. However, that's turned a corner over the last several months, and that's what we're seeing with CoreLogic data showing that price growth and stability is returning into the market over the last 6 to 8 weeks or so. So that's what's going down in and around the market. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you all next week.